All right, I'm back with my second build. This is a continuation on this piece. This is so ugly. Wow, this is so ugly. Okay, I know what I need to do there. Okay, cool. So we built that out. We'll come back to this later. Did we ever figure out the name for this? I don't think so. Oh, we did. Oh no, we didn't. We didn't figure out a name. I don't think. That's cool. That's cool. So we built this. So now we'll go into that over here. We go all the way to the bottom. I will say social network connection tool. It will create a new thing. So this scaffolding is important if you're going to build more than one product. If you're like me and you're just really searching for something that's interesting to build, that can get traction, that can also be profitable, that can scale, before committing too many resources to it, like you're really trying to prompt framework. So in this regard, oh, you know what I didn't do? Come on, bro. You making rookie mistakes right now. Just go and throw that in the trash. I have a template now. So now I just come here and it has all my tabs because I just wanted to be easy on myself. So it has all my tabs and everything that I've learned now that I've built quite a few projects through here. Social network connection. So now I can build. Uh-oh. I just double click that. Please don't. Ah. I knew it would register that I did that. Come back over here. Okay. My computer's slowing down because now I'm running a lot of things at once and it's like hating me. Okay, this is not a pretty looking thing, and so I'm gonna go here. Of this product to be more like Apple with sleek designs, rounded buttons, and beautiful animations between. See if we can do that. I don't know if it can, but right now we're just trying to figure out what. So when we have 10 million tokens due in 24 hours, we're really just exploring what's possible. We don't even know what's possible. We do know that it's possible to slow down my computer. So this is the other product. This is going to be Laybrick. So we ran that, and now after that's done, we're going to run the landing page. For here, I don't know where the landing page is. Huh. Yep, okay. So I don't know where the landing page is. So that's that. Oh, did we pull that through? You're about to see how my brain works quite a bit now. Oh, I didn't set a timer, so I know how much time is passing. So I don't create these videos to be too long. So as you can see, laptop slowing down. It's not a very strong laptop. In fact, I really need a new one. So if you want to become a customer for any products that I'm building, or if you want me to build a custom product, I'm all ears. I might not take the product, but it's a matter of if there's something more interesting than anything that I want to build, and if it pays enough that I can buy a new laptop. So yeah, we're moving in slow motion right now. It's pretty annoying. It makes these days where I'm really trying to use a bunch of tokens harder. Not because I don't have enough ideas, but because my computer literally cannot move fast enough for me to document and keep everything going. And you might think, hey, why would you then don't document? And it's like, it don't work that way. I can't operate not documenting, because then I can't come back and actually complete what I set out to start. So right now it looks like we're throwing spaghetti against a wall, but we're not. We're actually building products. These are just the framing products. Okay, this is the amplification of it. I don't like it. I don't like what you just did there. That was not pretty or beautiful. Of course you threw an error. I think it's in the mock data. I think what happened is that they used apostrophes in the mock data, and so it's really throwing everything off. Okay, so now that we got that going, now it's time to move on to the next project. I think we're doing instant, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll do instant real quick. Or quick is not the actual word I would use. Okay. All right, I want to build out the front end product. I'm going to be using bolt.new, and you have all the context of everything we're trying to build with instant. You know who we're trying to sell it to. You know about the course engine. You know everything. And so what I want to build is like a really intuitive UI on the front end that allows people to search, to create courses, to list courses. But I think the first page needs to be something like just a bar, just a link. Maybe actually not in the first page. I would love for you to be able to create a course from anywhere on our platform. And so can you just put the URL link or the create course button somewhere kind of conspicuous on the left, you know, wherever you are on the menu, so that someone clicks it and then a modal pops up and they can just insert the link, and then that creates the course. So can you build that for me? Also build in some aspects of the tokens. I know that like we haven't built that out yet in Supabase, but I would love to just like see how it would look. So I just want the look and feel, and I want it to be a beautiful, beautiful interface, one that people love to look at, that they would love to spend hours taking courses on. And so it needs to look pretty separate from any other like learning management system or software. It needs to be like extremely beautiful. I use beautiful a lot, not in my normal design, but like when I'm talking to ChatGPT or any like agentic platform, I want, because in my theory, software is zeros and ones, which means that it is inherently binary. It is inherently black and white. And so to introduce beauty means that you're getting it to think a little bit longer about the design choices that it makes for you. It doesn't mean that you're going to keep those design choices. It just means that it might need some help. We're doing this again. It just means that it might need some help. Oh, this is still building. Interesting. So that's building over there. And so now I need to think through how I would structure this Ember. Oh yeah, I love Ember. Let's do tax first. So this tax product is going to be super simple. I honestly don't even know how we're going to charge for it, because essentially what I want to do is I want to have AI that ingests the entire tax code, like the entire tax code. And then I want it to essentially have, I don't want it to be a tax planner or a CPA or anything. I just want you to be able to upload, like, I want you to be able to tie in like through Plaid, and then it essentially gives you like updates based on the tax code. So it'll see something like a purchase from Amazon on your business card, and it'll see something and it'll be like, hey, what was that purchase for? Which is essentially helping you organize your receipts. Or it'll be like, it'll see a rental car company come through and it'll be like, hey, did you know that you can also lease a car and charge this way? Like, it'll just kind of give insights and updates based on how someone's financial management is going. But also, I also want it to be, since it has a whole tax code, I want them to be able to ask things, like the users to be able to ask things like, hey, I'm renting an apartment, I have a third room, like how does that work from tax standpoint? Or hey, here's my income, I just spent $50 on a meal, like how do I classify that from a tax purposes? And then I want there to be an export function that you can export all of this together, and it'll come with like a summary and like some type of like documentation and essentially a memo of all of your receipts and everything that then you can hand to a CPA. And the reason I want to do that is because I want CPAs to maybe pay for this and offer it to their clients. I think that would be really cool. And it'll make the CPA's job easier come tax time, because they'll have all of this like anecdotal evidence throughout the entire year across all the transactions of how this person was thinking about things as they were making purchases, on their credit card. Okay. Nope. No, I just needed a prompt for bolt.new. That's all. It actually started to like build out the front end. All right, let's see how it goes. Shall we check on the other projects? Oh, this is still building. Wow. Is this more Apple? I would say no. I would say it isn't more Apple, but I think it just shows. Okay, I see. I see where you think it's more Apple. Okay. Okay. I mean, hey, look at this. It's a start. It's not. Discovery should be at the top. It's not what I would choose, but here's the thing. You tried your hardest to understand the assignment. Okay. The contact details. Area has items that are running into each other. Can you make it so that it's responsive to screen size and or just looks better when someone opens the contact details? The details of any contact. Dude, this is gonna take forever, because look how many tokens. I haven't used that many tokens yet, and it's still on like the craziest reasoning. Oh yeah, see, again, ugly. All right, so now we're gonna go here and we're gonna put this on. First, we're gonna use this. Oh, this. And then we're gonna use here. And then we're going to use in product. I'll probably never enable dark mode. I think that's just people kowtowing. I think we'll build it exactly how we want to build it, and then they'll have to figure it out later. Okay, I think instant is probably done. Wow, that is not detailed enough. Wow, that's crazy. I need a lot more detail for this to hand over to Bolt. I just used O3 for that. Okay, so next thing that we're going to work on is going to be, what was this HR tool? This local crypto rewards program, I think is like really cool. I just don't know how we're going to build it, to be perfectly honest. So maybe we wait for that. This Ember isn't built out enough, I don't think. I think I just had one conversation in there. And they were thinking about using instant, right? Okay. My computer's like, I hate you so much. Can I just retry that? Hopefully that didn't screw anything up. Okay, let's see what they came up with. Oh, I thought for 28 seconds. Holy crap. That's not good. Okay. Hey, but you didn't give me anything or a prompt. Is my internet down? Why? Why are y'all being weird? Like, this thing's taking forever to do a contact detail. It's a lot of lines of code. Jeez. All right, let's see what you came up with. So all of this stuff that I'm doing right now, I'm just messing around. I'm just trying to like kind of frame up how I want. Oh, see, that's much better. Holy crap. Did he just change him? Taylor Chin. Oh my gosh, Riley Brown. Oh, wow. Okay. That's cool. View LinkedIn profile. Okay. What's your network map look like? Okay. I'm whatever about that. Okay, so we're gonna have to have AI. Oh, and it got the recording. Interesting. We're not gonna show recordings, but that's interesting. Not mad at that. Yep, initiate introduction. Yep. And then we'll have automated introduction. So once you click that button, it'll open up modal and it'll automatically write it for you, so that you just copy and paste it into your into whatever email you use, and then when you send it, you just click complete. Discovery is gonna be nah. I mean, it got the gist of it. Again, I haven't written the Gem Prompt Framework doc, but I'll probably study this first and then see what I want to add, or maybe I'll just vibe code the whole thing. Not vibe code, whatever. Find all the investors in your network. Yeah, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna shut that one down. Make sure I tell it that the bolts project has been started on that one. Wow, okay. It went kind of crazy. Bolt project has already been started. Cool. Okay, so that's there. So we don't need that. Did I already give it the UI? I did. Okay, cool. So this is instant. Okay, I think I can do some of this. All right, so oh, so this wasn't. Wow, this wasn't showing up on mobile. I love that LMS UI patterns. Oh wow, okay, it was cooking. It was cooking a bit. So I'm probably gonna use this for for this one. I think. I think I really like that. I really like how it was positioning it in a way that is probably how I would like to tell Bolt myself. So anytime it comes up with something like that, I'm like, okay, I can see that initial prompt for Bolt. Yeah, I like what it was doing. So we'll go through and we'll pull stuff out as needed. And then gross. I think I'm not gonna like this. Yep. Okay. Jeez. You see again, doing too much. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna bring this over here, and then I'm gonna probably chop around what I think would be useful. First, let's go over and check back on this. Oh, I got the little eye there. That's funny. Right now the UI is pretty obvious and has been done before, and it's a little quieter. Can you make it more beautiful? Again, you say beautiful, and use UI patterns. Ooh, I like that. Design patterns to make the product extremely engaging with the users while also being valuable to see. That's a little kitschy. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I get it. But I want like the most, like everything that I try and build, I'm like, I want the most beautiful. Now, again, I will go back and change some of this stuff. Like instead of like this, these are going to be circles. These are going to be squares. To the user. So here, I'd probably move the slider. instead of one slider, it should be one slider. The price range slider needs better UI. The minimum rating just needs to be stars and not a slider. Also, every time you click a star, a little jiggle animation should happen. The selection squares should be circles that are filled with color versus squares with check boxes. I don't really like squares with check boxes. I think it's kind of lame. Like all this stuff is just so opinionated, right? Did I already put this over here? I did. Okay, cool. Generate an application for instant school course creation engine and marketplace. Okay, UI must be radically more beautiful than traditional. Okay, radically. Wow. Okay. Yep. Not gonna say that. Okay, not gonna say any of these things. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna say that because I don't know what that is because I'm not gonna look at it right now. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna let it decide. I'm not gonna tell it any codes like that. Because again, probably gonna change it later. High level layout. I'll give it that. Okay, I'll give it that too. Sidebar details. I'll give it all these things that it's coming up with. I don't mind right now. So I can play it kind of cool. And then put that there. And then, okay, so I'm going through and I'm just really kind of trying to see it's coding. I don't really think we need to code there. Discovery page is fine. Top bar component seems like they have an opinion. Token economy, we're not going to use that because we don't want Supabase to get triggered. Micro actions, visual plot. Okay, cool. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go this first. And then we'll go the other section second. Let's go ahead and put that over. Ah, geez, of course. Okay, so now we are going to take that and then move that over. So now it's got everything we need to make that work. We're just gonna check on this real quick to see how it's going. Take a little, okay. Interesting. Not what I wanted. Okay, I see what you're doing. Not what I wanted, but that's okay. It's all right. Okay, it shouldn't do that. Interesting. I know why it's doing that, but it shouldn't. So we'll have to come to that later. Because like it's moving the whole thing up and down. You reset the features. Okay, cool. All right, so that's serviceable for what we need it for. Do we need to do anything else here? No, we did both these documents, didn't we? Okay, cool. So then I'll go up here and say Bolt project already started. Okay, so that's Laybrick. And after we're done with this, we're going to go back and basically start fine-tuning every single piece. Every single piece we're going to fine-tune a little bit more and a little bit more. So that's that part. All right, now we're going to work on I do want the HR assistant. Yeah, I had this idea, but couldn't really figure out a good way to do it. But let's go ahead and try it here. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next project.